He wrote a great piece about the press and Bernie Sanders, and he obviously held it was a huge rally, like thousands. You said the sprawling rally didn't cause much of a media stir. Rather than cover it as a major news event, the Washington Post ignored the rally in its print edition, as did the New York Times. And it's interesting, you say at a time when it seems any movement on the Republican side of the candidate field produces instant and extensive press coverage, more and more observers are suggesting there's something out of whack with Sanders' press treatment. And you write about that it's almost like they don't know how to cover him.
Yeah, so all winter, Hillary has to have a challenger, and then Bernie Sanders steps forward, and the press is like, well, is there anyone else there? You're not who we wanted. The social
right. They wanted the Elizabeth Warren cat fight.
Absolutely, right. They wanted a cat fight. So he's a socialist. He doesn't have a chance. Like Lindsey Graham has a chance. Like Rick Santorum has a chance. Like everyone.
Right.
None of these Republicans have a chance. I mean, not none. Obviously, I can list 10 people on the Republican side that have no path whatsoever to the nomination. They get covered all the time. Bernie Sanders has a mathematically difficult path. So what? Half the Republican Party doesn't have a path. So why is every other article about Bernie Sanders, he doesn't have a chance, but we'll write about how he's a socialist and a hippie. And the thing that drives me crazy with the Sanders coverage is the same with Elizabeth Warren. All of it is through the prism of Hillary Clinton. He's not an appendage to Hillary Clinton.
Right.
He's running his own campaign. Talk about what he's saying.
Right.
Don't couch half every article
Eric,
about how he's going to push her, what she's going to do about him. Cover him for who he is.
Right, and his positions are incredibly mainstream and popular, really.
Yes.
Whereas, like I was saying, Eric, I swear to God, they cover up all these, like, the craziness. Most of these Republican candidates, the things they've said, right?
Right. So Bernie Sanders wants a tax rate on the rich that looked like it did decades ago.
Right.
And the DC press corps is like, wow, are you kidding me? We're going to go back to that? And so he's out of the mainstream. Virtually every Republican hopeful will not agree that humans are causing climate change and that global warming is real, but they're inside the mainstream.
Right. Yeah. You say the press doesn't.
Right. Every single one of them opposes gay marriage, but 60% of Americans approve gay marriage, but they're in the mainstream and Bernie Sanders isn't?
And Bernie Sanders is the outlier or something. Yeah.
So what we're seeing is, the press doesn't treat liberals the way they treat conservatives. If you're on the spectrum and you have these conservatives so far over to the end, they're tipping the scale over. They're serious. They're very savvy. They know what they're doing. Bernie Sanders sort of edges over to the left a bit more than maybe, a centrist, a typical Democratic nominee. Oh my gosh, what's he talking about? He's not a serious person.